Former U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney, one of the most powerful and polarizing figures in modern U.S. history, has died at the age of 84. His family confirmed that he passed away last night, surrounded by his wife, Lynn, and his daughters, Liz and Mary, after complications from pneumonia and heart disease. They described him as a great and good man who taught his children and grandchildren to love their country, to live lives of courage, honor, love, kindness, and fly fishing. Tonight, America reflects on the life of a man who shaped history, for better or worse, and whose shadow will loom over U.S. politics for generations to come. Dick Cheney was never a man who craved the spotlight, but he always knew how to use it. He served as vice president under George W. Bush from 2001 to 2009, but make no mistake, Cheney was often seen as the real power behind the administration. After the tragic 9/11 attacks, he became the driving force behind what came to be known as the War on Terror, overseeing America's invasions of Afghanistan and Iraq. He was firm, strategic, and unflinching. His supporters saw a patriot, a man who put security above politics. His critics saw something else, a man willing to do anything to achieve what he believed was right. And somewhere in between was the man himself, guarded, brilliant, and deeply complicated. Cheney's career wasn't without controversy. The Iraq War, built on intelligence that later proved false, cost countless lives and forever changed how America viewed its role in the world. Then there was the 2006 hunting accident, the story everyone remembers, when Cheney accidentally shot his friend, Harry Whittington, during a quail hunt in Texas. Whittington survived, but the image of the vice president holding a shotgun became symbolic of a man often at the center of firestorms, both literally and politically. In later years, Cheney would face criticism not just from opponents, but even from members of his own party. In his final years, Cheney made headlines again, this time for turning against the movement he helped build. He called Donald Trump the greatest threat to our republic. And in 2024, he made a stunning decision. He endorsed Democrat Kamala Harris for president. For a man who had spent his life as a Republican icon, it was a powerful statement, one that split his party and cemented his reputation as someone who, in the end, would speak his truth no matter the cost. His daughter, Liz Cheney, followed that same path, standing up against Trump and losing her congressional seat for it. Perhaps that was the truest reflection of who Dick Cheney really was, a man who never backed down. George W. Bush called his passing a loss to the nation and a sorrow to his friends. He said Cheney was a patriot who brought integrity, intelligence, and seriousness of purpose to every position he held. From Chief of Staff under Gerald Ford, to Secretary of Defense during the Gulf War, to Vice President during one of the darkest chapters in U.S. history, Cheney's life was defined by power, conviction, and the heavy cost of leadership. He will be remembered as one of America's most influential and controversial public servants. As the news of his death spreads, so too does the reflection of a man who stood at the crossroads of war and peace, of loyalty and loss, of duty and destiny. Love him or hate him, Dick Cheney shaped the world we live in today. And perhaps his greatest legacy is the reminder that power always comes with a price. This has been Alvin Global. If you found this report meaningful, please take a moment to subscribe, share, and join the conversation below. How do you remember Dick Cheney, and as a patriot, a strategist, or a symbol of controversy? Let's talk about it together.